Here it is. We're in the 1% though. That goes from north to south in a single day. That's epic. Check this out, guys. Look at this sick view.
Are you ready?
All right, we got a nice little scenic view here. And we're gonna check out the other side as we start part 3 of the 81 Fizzy. Let's do it. All right, we are in Brooklyn Memorial Park in Brooklyn, Ohio. And this is the start of video 3 of the 81 Fizzy series. The rules are very simple. I cannot use challenge caches. I have to use graphics. No old content is allowed. We are hiking up this bike path here, headed to a 1 difficulty, 2 terrain cache in this park. And there are actually several caches in this park, but we're just gonna focus on these 3 that we need. Here we go. I was reading the logs and the maintenance run was just done by the cache owner this month, which is the month of May. So we're closing in on the bike path here. They got a lot of people here for sports activities. We're not really interested in the sports activities. We're here just to geocache. It's a gorgeous Saturday right now. We got sun, no chance of rain, easy walking. And you got me, Triple P. What else could you want? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Triple P. Consider subscribing because all I do is geocaching videos and tutorials. That's all you'll ever see on the channel. Let's go make the find on a 1 difficulty 2 terrain, which we need to find in order to complete a Fizzy. Here we go. This little grove of clusters of trees is our ground 0. So we're gonna kind of look around. Oh, there's a hole in the bottom of this tree. Oh, you know what? This cache is called Holden 1. Okay, this is easy. If it's here, this is where it should be. Yeah, got it. I found the maintenance cache. Woo, 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 woo. All right, 1 difficulty 2 terrain in the books. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Give it a subscription. This is such a good idea. I can't believe nobody on YouTube's ever done this. Happy to have it, happy to be out here, happy to try and find these caches. We're headed to a 1 difficulty, a 1.5 terrain. Now usually you think, okay, parking lot, but you know what, I'm trying to spice things up, right? I'm trying to spice things up by doing caches that are not really in parking lots, that are more outside, they're more nature, they're more active. So even if it has an easier terrain rating, like a 1, 1.5, I'd rather be out here doing this than doing a light pole in a parking lot. But yeah, this trail is beautiful. It's a perfect day out today. I'm happy to be here. Glad to be out recording. And I'm ready to find the next cache in the video. Let's go. All right, we're rounding the bend here, headed to the home stretch. Just wanted to take in the beauty of the park. I've done one other video in a city park. It's in Indiana. If you haven't seen that video, you should go watch it. I don't do a lot of videos in city parks, but they're absolutely some of my favorite because a lot of them have a ton of geocaches. So that gets a thumbs up for me. All right, we got another scenic view as we cross the bridge. This is the 2nd scenic view that we've got in the video. All right. That's what we're talking about. Rule number 1, never pass up an opportunity at a scenic view. We're almost to the cache. Inside 200 feet. This is ground 0, right? Like this is where the cords put me, but the cache is over here by this rock. It's nowhere near the cords. I was a little nervous that I was not gonna find this cache. I was like, oh man, but we got it, so. It's behind this rock. Got it. Maybe this guy should work on getting his coordinates to be a lot better, because this is the 2nd one that I've done by him that is not very good. Okay, so earlier in the video I said there's 3 caches that we need in this park, and there's a baseball game going on right now. So I cannot get, or I can't even try to search for the 3rd one, which means we have to adapt and overcome. So we're gonna head to the next location and go pick up some more caches for the video. Here we go. We are back and ready for action at a new location for the 81 Fizzy series for part 3. We are down here at West Creek Reservation, and we are on our way to a cache combination that we don't have yet, which is 3.5 difficulty, 2 terrain, small size container. So now we know what we're looking for. It is a bit of a hike from where I'm currently at. That's okay, because it's our next stop. Here we go. Let's do this. This hide that we're going to is, it's from 2013. It was just found on May 10th. Never pass up an opportunity at a scenic view. Rule number 1. Look at that, it's looking great. We have 2 caches for the 81 Fizzy right here at this park. This is the first of 2 for part 3 in this park. We're rocking and rolling. Let's keep going and let's find that cache. Okay, we're on the power line trail, which is exactly where this cache is. It's up these hills and then kind of at the end of the trail. So we gotta go up some hills and look for this cache. We are, how close are we? 320 feet. I had to go through a small swampy section, but I kind of walked around it. You know, you never know what you're gonna get when you're out geocaching. You just never know. You don't know what you're gonna run into. This so far is, honestly, it's not too bad. We're gonna jump over here, and then we're gonna jump here, and then we're gonna walk this way towards the edge, and then we'll be just under 155 feet. I needed some help on this 3.5 difficulty 2 terrain hide. I had to reach out to somebody who'd already found it. I was climbing these fence posts trying to remove those caps. I actually did the one in the corner. Turns out, according to my friend, and he's right, it's right here. It's this little beauty right here. Look at this. Just because I'm stubborn, I went all that lengths to get this little film canister out of the pole, the pipe. I got it here. There's a black ant, little squishy ball, and a log sheet. We're gonna sign the log sheet, put everything back, and move on to the next cache. Let's do it. It is once again time for the next cache in the 81 Fizzy series. We're still here at the park. We had to hike a little bit to get to this one, so we're there now. We've got, this one is a 3 difficulty 2.5 terrain. That will check off that box. It is hard to keep these all organized, but I do have a list, and I made that terrain box, DT terrain box, at the end of every video. So I've been updating that as the series progresses. But this is only video number 3. We are 3/9 after we finish this one. We'll be 3/9 of the way through the series. Never pass up an opportunity at a scenic view. Rule number 1. All right, we're headed to ground 0. It's like 39 feet away from this bridge, and walk out towards the woods here. I don't think it's underneath the bridge. That'd be kind of surprising. I think it's more somewhere over here. You know, sometimes in geocaching it's about who you know, not how good you are. And for this case, I'm pretty sure I just found it. I had to ask for help. And I'm okay with asking for help. I really am. Gotta be it. There's no other place for this to be. This has to be the find. Oh, bingo. Bango. What a tough little cookie to find. That's the 3 difficulty 2.5 terrain in the books. Okay, with that find, we're on to our next location in the 81 Fizzy for part 3 right now. Guess who's back? Back again. Triple P's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Anyways, we are at Findlay State Park. If that sounds familiar to you, it's because I did a whole entire weekend adventure here. Don't worry, I'm not rehashing a weekend adventure. There's a couple caches in this state park that we're gonna get that will help me move and check a couple boxes, because that's what we're all about these days, is checking boxes. Our first cache in Findlay State Park is a 3 difficulty, 2 terrain, regular size container. Let's hit the dusty trails here and see if we can find what we're looking for. We're closing in on about 219 feet. You know what? We're out here on a Monday because we're getting ready to go to Geo Woodstock. I wanted to get some last minute filming in before Geo Woodstock. This out of the group of caches that we're doing, this should probably be the easiest one we're after. This is really spectacular. The geocache coordinates took me to this outdoor movie theater or amphitheater. Point out that these are all the seats that you can watch, and then here's the screen, and this is the stage as well. Right, I found it. It's not a regular. It's underneath these stairs. So there's a little pocket right here. We're gonna reach in and we're gonna grab it. That's definitely not a regular. That's a small. Here's what's in it. We've got a God Bless the USA pin. We got some stickers and some small little trinkets. That's it. We're gonna put our name on this log sheet and head out. Here we go. All right, we're on the mountain bike trail headed to the next cache in the park that we're after. To this date, as of filming this in the series, this will be the hardest cache I have tried to find. This is a 5 difficulty, 3 terrain. And what I know about it is a nano hanging in a tree. This time of the year, this could be brutal to try and find. Somebody said they were out here for an hour searching for this nano. I don't have any help on this, so I don't know if we're gonna find it. Also don't know what my patience level is gonna be today. It is a traditional cache, so I don't have to do anything. I just have to go to the cords and try and find it. 5 3s are just like, they're pretty rare, and the fact that there's one pretty close to where I live is a bonus. Let's take our time and let's go to ground zero. All right, we're within about 0.2 miles, but I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you for anybody that has subscribed. If you're new to my channel, I'm Triple P. All I do here is geocaching videos and tutorials. If you like my content, consider subscribing. It helps me reach my sub goal. Also, if you give it a thumbs up, that helps with the algorithm and allows other people to view the video, making it go #viral. Anyways, a couple people have log hints saying like it's on the inside instead of the outside. There's a couple of photographs showing it. It almost looks like it's on some kind of small branch or a pine tree of some sort, a pine tree branch. I thought this was pretty neat, so I decided to record it on my way to ground zero. It's just like a rock bridge. That's pretty cool. All right, we need to carry on dancing. We're inside 500 feet to the nano. I don't know why anybody would ever choose to hide a nano in the woods. What's wrong with these people? How about an ammo can in the woods? All right, we're at ground zero. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I found it immediately. Yes. And I spotted it right away. I mean, within, I don't even know. Let's go with like 10 seconds. Here it is here. This is exactly what the picture looked like. See a little black nano right there? That is the 5 difficulty, 3 terrain. All right, we're on a completely new trail and a new section of the park. We're on the mountain bike trail on the northern half of the state park. We're out after a 4 difficulty, 3 terrain nano hanging in a tree, of course, I DNF'd this almost 5 years ago. We're gonna try and get it for the 81 Fizzy because I don't have the 4 difficulty 3 train box. You know, we found the 5-3 earlier, and maybe our luck will keep us going strong and we'll find this one as well. It is a half-a-mile hike on this trail to get the opportunity just to search for this nano. We're about halfway to our destination cache, and I came across this scenic view right here with the creek. Rule number 1. Never pass up an opportunity at a scenic view. All right, we're gonna steamroll down this mountain bike trail. It does a lot of curlicues and switchbacks, so it's gonna take me longer to get there than what it's showing on the map. Okay, well, we're out in this field with all the high grass. The grass is very tall today. It's a good thing I have pants on, because you know there's chiggers and there's ticks in this tall grass. Okay, we're out of the tall grass. We're still following the mountain bike trail. Having a lot of fun today, putting in a lot of miles. My guess is this will probably be, between the caches I've done today, both on and off camera, this will probably be close to a 5-mile day. There are really good spoiler pictures that I will use to my benefit, as well as the alternate coordinates to track this down and avenge a long-standing DNF. We're back into the open field, but we're on top of the like the dam or the reservoir. I'm not really 100% sure. It's a nice cloudy day. Conditions are cool. There's a small wind. I'm kind of enjoying the wind that is wafting my way. There's a fun word, wafting. After a very long walk, that probably took me, I don't know what time I started the walk. We'll go with like 40 minutes. We're finally within 357 feet of this cache that I've been hyping up. I have to remember the cords are off by about 65 feet and it's hanging like head high, and it's on this really tiny skinny branch. It's always best to find the geocache on the first attempt. That way you don't have to come back and do it all over again. All right, we're 80 feet away and we're looking for this very tiny thin branch that holds this nano. Here's the update. The GPS in this area is so bouncy that it basically just takes you from side to side. Even with the new alternate coordinates, I'm gonna have to rely on the picture with it circled. Somebody's got a panned out picture with the item circled that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna check that out. All right, so I matched up the picture with what's around me, and I think I know where to go. I think this is gonna be it. We're headed there right now. Oh man, this is the spot, but I don't see the cache yet. Let me check from another angle. Nope, I don't see it, but we're in the right area. Let's keep looking. Yes! You probably can't even see it. Here it is, right here. Let me keep zooming in. Yes, there's that little stinking nano. Oh man, that was way harder than the 5 difficulty. Wow, tough hide. We got it though. That's all that matters. Whoop. Okay, well, Findlay State Park has been a great host. We found 3 awesome terrain ratings to help us move 3 boxes closer to finishing the 81 Fizzy. We are off to our next location right now. And we are once again on the move for video 3 of the 81 Fizzy series. We're at our next location here. This is James Day Park in, I believe it's Elyria. I think it's like the Elyria, Sheffield, Ohio area. 2.5 difficulty, 3 terrain cache, right out here in the open park. We're gonna cut across the grass. It's just up the open hill up here. We need this one to capture our Fizzy to move us another box closer. All right, we've got a pretty steep hill here to climb. Sounded like somebody was shooting off fireworks about 30 seconds ago. We're about 184 feet away. Okay. Y'all hear that? I know you can hear that. We found our cache. Somebody left a tradable. A little basketball there was sitting on the ground. I'll be sure to put it back in the container. All right. Okay, we've got one location left in this video to wrap up episode 3 of the 81 Fizzy. We're headed to our next location right now. Okay, we're off to get our next cache. We're already on site, and it's a really sketchy hike. This is a 2.5 difficulty, 2.5 terrain. It's an ammo box. So we're gonna try to end this video for part 3 with an ammo can. This is my view here. We've kind of got like a game trail there and a game trail here. The cache is like halfway between the two. All right, we're making pretty good progress. We've got about 163 feet to go to the ammo can. I want to show you guys my map here. Look at this. See all those little marks? Those are all virtual waypoints. We've got that green dot. That's where we're headed. Let's make the find. We're 34.8 feet away. The ammo box should be just sitting at the base of a tree somewhere, pretty close to where I'm at. I've laid eyes on the can and it's massive. This is a massive ammo can. Oh my god, look at the size of this freaking ammo box. Look at this freaking thing. Can I even pick this up? Is it chained? Oh, it's not chained. The mega pose. Oh my god, look at the size of this ammo can. It's so freaking big. Triple P, what's in the giant ammo can? Let me show you. I've got the logbook here, and then there's just a bunch of trinkets inside of it. There's some badge holders, there's an airplane, there's some Play-Doh, there's a car, there's a spiky ball, there's all kinds of stuff. Wow, that was such a crazy cache. That was definitely worth the 2.5 rating that we just checked off for the 81 Fizzy. We just reached our 370 subscriber goal, so we're shooting for 380. Let's roll the outro. I'll see you guys in part 4. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of part 3 of the 81 Fizzy series, we found the following geocaches: a 5-3, a 4-3, a 3.5-2, a 3-2, a 3-2.5, a 2.5-2.5, a 2.5-3, a 1-1.5, and a 1-2. If you're not a Geocaching with Triple P subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing so we can reach our new sub goal of 380 subs. I'll see you guys out on the trail. Have a good one.